Biafrans, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land at the school of natural resources. We take divided us during colonization. Oh no, we are generous and industrious. Naturally, education and mentally, you can check around the world. Mbano bya kelele, mama and papa can go say give veggie because bya kelele, anywhere you from around the world. Mbano bya kelele, come and see who we are because bya kelele, ndembo wa bya kelele. Welcome, welcome to Biafra. It's about no you ever been to see you and welcome. Anywhere you from, around the world, come and see who we are. You are welcome. Welcome to Biafra. Biafra, everybody see you are welcome. We believe in quality education. We can be partners if you're ready for innovation. Macanina, bigger for like the connected to be better.
of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a sosine bige. He said.
Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate everybody who has connected to this program this evening. Wherever you are joining from, I say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. I appreciate everybody that is watching me tonight as on my own time. It is already midnight over here as I'm broadcasting. I appreciate everybody who is watching from Biafra land. Special thanks to you. I appreciate everybody watching from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand. Whichever part of the world you are watching from, I say, may Chukwu Kukabiama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you wherever you are. We have come once again to speak on the situation of Biafra. Every single one of us know why we are here and where we are. As you are watching on that comment section, you are on a platform autopiloted by Chukwu Kukabiama himself, under the spokesmanship of Mazi Simon Epa and on the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I stand. Consistently speaking the truth and nothing but the truth. Undeterred, undistracted. Only the truth can set us free. And as long as you are standing on the truth, fear not. Victory is yours. If you find yourself in the midst of the autopiloted IPOB today, you have to be happy and thankful to Chukwu Kukabiama for being part of that IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about. The IPOB that is unbribable. The IPOB that is white and whiter than white. The IPOB that is consistency personified. The IPOB which foundation was led on truth. If you are part of the autopiloted IPOB today, you have every reason to thank Chukwu Kabiam for making you part of that success. And I tell you, as the day go by, you are going to be seeing changes in your lives. It doesn't matter the distraction you see today. It doesn't matter the attack you see today. I tell you, the future is bright. The future is much more brighter today than it was yesterday. If you're one of those who is still having some little doubt, please, for your own sake, take away those doubts and prepare yourself to walk into Biafra. Biafra has ceased to be a dream. For me personally, Biafra has become a reality long ago for me. I live it, I breathe it, I see it, I eat it. And for those who have been seeing Biafra as a dream, the time has come for you to see Biafra as a reality. And once you begin to see Biafra as a reality, nobody's going to distract you. Nobody's going to tell you otherwise. Nobody's going to push you right, left, and center. That is why it is very important that you see Biafra as a reality. And if you're one of those who is buying into that bull crap of calling Biafra a metaphor, sorry, you have to go and re-educate yourself. And this issue of using Biafra as a metaphor is much more common among those who claim to be educated, those who claim to have all the brain, those who claim to be well-trained, those who claim to have all the certificates in the world. When you engage them in the discussion of Biafra, majority of them start by telling you that Biafra is a metaphor. May Chukwu Kabiama have mercy on every one of them. As you are watching on this platform today, I want to remind you that Biafra is not a metaphor. Biafra is a country, a nation that has existed, recognized by other nations. A nation that has been in existence for a good 3 years, fought wars. They had their president, had their vice, had their money, their national anthem, they have their flag, and they have their map. Everything that makes up a country, Biafra had it, and they were recognized by countries. So Biafra is not a metaphor. That is why you will see somebody, for those who believe that Biafra is a metaphor, that's why you will see somebody. From the north, we rush out and tell you that we are all Biafrans. Somebody from nowhere will come out and tell you that we are all Biafrans, and you are listening to that person. Don't allow them to trick you without their blackmail. We are all Biafrans. We are not all Biafrans. That is the language they come with. While they are coming to preach their useless election to you, where they are going to preach their useless division for you, why they are coming to give you a solution that will make you deepen into slavery, they will tell you that we are facing the problem. We are all Biafrans. No, we are not all Biafrans. We are not all Biafrans, and Biafra is not a metaphor. Those who are Biafrans know themselves. We know ourselves. Oh, we are feeling the same thing. I know how you feel. You don't know how Biafrans feel. You can't know. If you are not a true Biafran, you can never know how Biafrans feel. And don't allow anybody to blackmail you with that word. I know how you feel. I know what is going on. Do not allow the criminals who doesn't have anything to offer you to blackmail you with that word. I know how you feel. You can't know how a Biafran feels except you are a hardcore Biafran. And when I say Biafran, I don't mean Biafran by birth. I don't mean Biafran by your dialect. I don't mean Biafran by your location. I mean Biafran in act, in action, in behavior. You can never know how a Biafran feels except you are genuinely a true Biafran by act, by actions. That is the only time you can open your mouth and say you know how Biafran feels. And maybe just then we'll begin to listen to you. Just like our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa said. Today you see every one of them jumping out from their caves, jumping out from their coven to come and tell you how Biafra is going to be, how it's going to look like. Just like my spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, said, before you can come out to tell me you know how Biafran feel, before you can come and tell us that we have alternative to our problem, before you can come and give us an advice on how to chase our freedom, you must first of all identify yourself as a Biafran and show us what you have done for Biafra. You must have to show us. Once you that is watching me, what have you done for Biafra? Only then and then we'll begin to consider if we will listen to you. All this Efulefus today who is jumping on one platform or the other, blackmailing the autopiloted IPOB, blackmailing our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, calling him all manner of names. Some of them will appear in the name of giving advice. You cannot advise something you don't know. You can't even give advice for something you have no clue about. Before you can open your mouth to give advice for Biafrans, we have to see your credentials. What you think about Biafra, what you have been doing about Biafra, how far you have fought for Biafra. Only then we'll begin to consider. Maybe, just maybe, we'll listen to you. Today, you can see that the Biafran people have unleashed earthquake on the Zoological Republic. And that earthquake is about to level that Zoological Republic completely. If you're not seeing it, all you just do is just calm down, look around you. Look around you. You will see the Zoological Republic crumbling before your own very eyes. You will see the prophecy of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, coming to pass. You will see Biafra coming 2023. The signs are everywhere. The signs are everywhere. All you need to do is to open your eyes. Look to the right direction. Look to the necessary places. Look around you, and you will see the Zoological Republic crumbling. You will see Biafra springing up with speed. When you look at what is happening from east, west, north, and south, from what you are hearing on their media, international and local, and you still have a doubt that Biafra is coming, sorry, we can't help you. There's nothing much we can do. Because the stage we are today, every revelation we have been praying for and asking for have been made for you and I. Every single revelation you need for you to know where to go and what to do has been made. Chukwu Okike have used our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, to reveal to us things that we have not known if we are left alone for years. Things that only Chukwu Okike can reveal. Today, they have been broken into pieces for everybody. Even a layman understands. Even a layman today understands who is who, where to go, where to lay their strength, where to lay their hope. But I tell you, it is not going to be for too long. You see yourself in Biafra. For those who are still busy working against the actualization of Biafra. For those who are still busy fighting the people who are legitimately working for Biafra, I am sorry. There's nothing much we can do about it since you have chosen that path of destruction for yourself. There's nothing much you can do. Every one of us had the speech of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. You have heard the heartfelt speech of Master Simon Ekpa, which he made in a cool voice. He calmed down and spoke in a manner that even a layman will understand. He calmed down and spoke in a manner even his enemy can be able to listen and understand. Everyone of us watched the program yesterday. If after watching that program, you still remain adamant on fighting against Biafra, you still remain adamant, you're fighting against Biafra, you're fighting against Master Simon Ekpa, you're fighting against autopilot, or you still stand and you are doubting of the coming of Biafra, I am sorry, we can't help you. It means that you have chosen your own path, and that path you choose will befall you. People will never learn. It is said that you can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. Sometimes when we say such parables, we think maybe somehow it's going to change. But these are reality. Every now and again, you see Master Simon Ekpa coming on his program, coming on that hallowed platform to tell you, do not fight me. Do not fight me. For your own sake, do not fight me. He spoke about his innocence at all times. He has never called for the death of anybody. He has never called his fans to attack anybody. All he has always said is making peace. Yesterday, you saw it once again in his platform, extending the hand of fellowship to everybody, forgiving those who have wronged him, those who have attacked him, called him names. Yesterday, he gave them an open check once again. That is the spirit of a Biafra who knows what he is doing. That is the spirit of a genuine freedom fighter. A clear mind fears no accusation. When you watch him speak yesterday, when you watch Master Simon Ekpa speak yesterday, after watching that video, and you were still bent on peddling lies, propaganda against him, the only thing I can say is that you have already chosen you have written your death warrant. And whatever happened to you, your blood will be on your head. He took that time yesterday to tell us a story of what happened. He called it a story of what happened. What happened transpired in real life. Sometimes when we watch those things, we think it's just about a movie. When you watch it in the movie, that is what all these celebrities are good at. They act all manner of evil things on the movie, and you think it's just about the movie. These are realities. Somebody who has not offended you, you didn't do any business and he stole your money, you didn't contribute any money to him, there is no way you are connected to him in any way, in any part of business or anything. Only sheer hatred. Why is it that it's going to be this man? Why is it that freedom is going to come through him? Why is it that Chukwu Okigaba has favored him? Why is it that Mazen Nandekan has favored him? Why is it that the Biafran people are listening to him? It's not because he owes you, not because he has done anything wrong against you, not because he fought you. He went to a native doctor to kill him. You went boldly to kill him. And after going there, you came out and you boasted about it. And after said and done, you didn't know that you were giving a date for yourself. The date you gave to yourself, November just ended, and it ended with you. The same way November ended, that is way is going to end with every one of them. You see, if you are an autopiloted member of IPOB, count yourself blessed. Every single prayer Master Simon Ekpa makes on that hallowed platform, it covers you. It covers me. I can boldly say it covers me because I know my hands are clean. I'm not doing what I'm doing for any selfish interest. No. I'm not paid to do what I'm doing. I saw the truth and I followed it with all my heart and continue to follow it. If you are autopiloted today, on your own, with your own conviction, with a genuine heart and genuine mind, no amount of blackmail will bring you down. No amount of attack, no amount of charm will affect you. No amount of charm, as far as it concerns the actualization of Biafra, no amount of plan somebody makes against you that will work. Because you are standing on the truth. The testimony our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, gave last night, that testimony will speak for you if you are genuine. If you are genuine in this struggle, that testimony will still speak for you. Anybody that goes out to do any evil against you, to push any lie or propaganda to work against you, it will come back to that very person. Any place they mention your name in their secret gathering to take you out or to cause trouble in your life, that trouble will follow them and their generation. Master Simon Ekpa make their prayers, and he said that in this struggle that we are in, if we are in this struggle for any personal selfish interest, in order to enrich ourselves, or if we are doing it to favor the Zoleka Republic, or to favor any politicians, whatever they say or they do will work for them, and what we do will not work. But if we are standing on the truth, sincerely pursuing this Biafra, hoping that Biafra is going to come, genuinely, without any inducement from any angle. Anything you do against us, we come back to you. That testimony of our spokesperson, Master, whatever, stand for every one of us in the media. It stands for every single Biafran that is watching me here. Every genuine autopiloted Biafran that is watching me. That testimony will stand for you and speak for you loudly. Do not shake. Do not bother. Attack will come. Oh, if it's attack will come, it will continue to come. You haven't seen anything yet. It hasn't ended. You haven't seen anything yet. Attack will continue to come. Even sometimes it will come from the place you never believed. It can come from your mother, it can come from your father, it can come from your siblings, it can come from your wife. Excuse me. It can come from your husband. It can come from the place you never imagined. But if you want to succeed, keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. Make sure that your hands are clean. As long as your hands are clean, you are good to go. No weapon formed or fashioned against you shall prosper. You have seen, in a electionary period, you know the politicians will do everything possible to push their evil agenda. Politicians, they can do anything possible to push their evil agenda. And they're already doing it. That is why today you see them using the celebrities to manipulate you. You see them using celebrities on all angles. All of a sudden, every celebrity today, they are in their season. They are in their season. A time they make the money they will be using for the next 4 years. That is why if you think they're going to join you, think again. They will never. But I tell you, we are going to surprise them. Our spokesperson, Master Simon, has said it. Every election gathering in Biafra land cancelled. This time it's not just rally. Any gathering that has to do with political parties, cancelled. Since they feel that the blood of the Biafrans is what they're going to use to cement their one Nigeria, they can't do that anymore. We have allowed them for a very long time, spilling the blood of Biafran people, using us to build their evil agenda. Anybody that comes on board, in order to prove that they are effective, that in order to prove that they have command, they will go after the Biafran people. That has been the template they play over and over and over and over again. But we cannot continue to tolerate that. We cannot continue to accept that. Time has come when Biafrans have to rise. You have to rise and speak in your own voice, in your own tone. We will not allow them to give us the condition of our life, to condition our life. We will not allow them to condition our life. Never. We will not allow them to dictate the nature of the game. No. We are going to decide how this game is going to be played. We are going to decide the battleground. We will decide. And I tell you, we are making our decisions already. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama for the spokesperson he has given us. As I always say, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never leave his children without guidance. He never leave us without guidance. Master Nanakano was a guardian angel for us, who led us this far. And today, he has passed the mantle to Master Simon Ekpa and is leading. Leading genuinely, beautifully, at all angles, at everything. And things are moving on and working fine. If you're one of those jokers who think that you can distract us with your political interests, try again. Try again. They've just tried it now, 5 days sit at home. As we are sitting at home 5 days, they brought their attack, all the attack dogs. All of a sudden, people in Nigeria begin to speak in one voice and agree. That is how evil Nigeria is. When it has to do with fraud, when it has to do with evil, they will unite together. When it has to do with evil, every one of them will come together to perform that evil. That is Nigeria for you. When it is something that has to do with evil, with dehumanization, with criminality, you will see they'll be speaking in one voice. That is why you saw them on the attack they made against the 5-day sit at home. But did that stop us? It didn't stop us. Instead, it gave us more strength to know that what we are doing is working. Instead, it gave us much more strength to know that we are holding them on the right place in the balls. And they had no choice. And I tell you, the war has not ended. They are still going to use media. Today, they are using their celebrities. You see one celebrity or the other coming out to tell you how Igbo speaking they are. Come and tell you what they don't know. But if you allow yourself to be deceived, it's up to you. You have yourself to blame. If you allow yourself to be deceived at this particular point in time, when you have gone this very far, at a time when we have reached to a stage where we can say, yes, we are going home. If you allow yourself to be deceived, you have yourself to be blamed. You don't have to, you blame yourself. If you allow yourself to be deceived, you hold yourself responsible. Biafra is coming. Faster than you expect. Faster than you know is coming. And no man can stop it. The only thing that you can do today as a Biafran is to key in. Just as our spokesperson Master Samanaka said yesterday. But if you feel you're exhausted, you don't have anything to offer, just step aside quietly. Just don't contribute. Do not do anything. Just step aside. When we fight and get the Biafra, then you can come. But if you stand on the word of Biafran people, you stand on the word of Biafra, we will crush you. Yes, we will crush you. Definitely crush you. Unapologetically. And your blood will be on your head. We will send you to Chukwukabiam. When you get to Chukwukabiam, then you tell him what you did that made you to come over. When you look at the lies they are peddling, everyday lie is increasing. Everyday blackmail is increasing. Everyday propaganda is increasing. Of course, I knew that it will get to this stage, and I knew even more are coming. I knew from day one. From day one, when we enter this year, I said it, this year is going to be full of propaganda, full of killing, full of adoption, full of evil. I said it in my first broadcast of 2022. Because they are clear. Before we had it, all the revelations are coming. On the plans they have. On all their plans, we saw it and we saw it coming. And we warned people about it. But people didn't pay attention. But I tell you today, every one of us has to be at alert. Mazen Nandekano is not there. Today we have Master Simon Epa, who is taking his time to make sure that the Biafra land is protected. So, if you want to be protected, you must have to listen to him. Listen to Master Simon Epa whenever he preaches. Any information you hear from the auto-piloted IPOB, take it serious. Don't take it for a joke. And any information you did not see from the auto-piloted platform, any information that had to do with Biafra, and you did not see it in our platform, auto-piloted media, IPOB, forget it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Just like that idiot. The idiot that was writing an article about Simon and said that he knows Simon. Somebody who doesn't know him from either. One Divine Biron. Divine Biron, who was writing that he knows Simon Epa. He cooked all manner of lies. And when you are reading it, if you are not sound enough, you will think, he's praising Simon. But these are evil agenda. First of all, they will take their evil and manipulation and coat it with something that looks nice. So if you fall victim, they will not consume it. All that glitter has no gold. I tell people, don't just believe people because they speak your language. Do not believe people because of their location. Don't believe people because they go to your church. Before you believe people, look at their character and attitude, what they have been doing in the past. Just look back. Just make 2 steps backward. You can be able to tell who you are dealing with. Today, see, every single one of them that is attacking Master Simon. These are people who never believed in Master Nankan while he was with us. These are people who didn't believe in Mazen when he was with us. Some of them are even members of IPO. But that's why one of their Irad came and was saying it openly. Simon in. Why? As to their anger. And when she made that video, she might think, I think she lost her mind. She didn't know. That's one thing that when you see, when Chukwu came on to disgrace you, he will disgrace you from all corners. And you wouldn't have any place to hold your hand. When Chukwu Okakabiam want to kill a man, he will first of all make you mad. And that is what Chukwu Okakabiam is doing with every one of those idiots. When they open their mouth to talk, it will be smelling. Just like their leader. Each time he opens his mouth, you will know, you see him more. Whenever he speaks, you will begin to see the evil more in him. Whenever he speaks, he begins to expose himself the more. Whenever he opens his mouth, you begin to see evil. And this is one thing we cannot tolerate. Biafra is going to be a sane nation. A nation where people run and they be saved. A nation that will be run by law and order. A nation that will be run on principles. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying or advising. I tell you that Biafra will definitely come. If you have not started preparing, go and prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Every contribution you have to make see Biafra come, start doing it. Don't wait. Because Biafra is coming. And you must have to be happy for what you're hearing. A time will come when you will no longer see us broadcasting. A time is coming when you will seek for this word and you will not hear it again. That is why the white people say, make haste while the sun shines. Make haste while the sun shines. While you still have a time, listen and make amends where you need to make amends. If you refuse, you might not live to tell the story. You might not live to tell the story. So many today have lost their life carelessly because they have refused to obey simple instruction. Simple instruction. Every strategy of the Janjaweed and the Fulani Caliphate is in the open. We know their strategy, we know their style, we know their propagandas. Every of their strategy has been known very, very well before the whole world. But each time they play that game, you still see people falling into that trap. Each time they come to play that evil game, you still see people buying into it. How many times will something happen to you before you get your wisdom? How many times will something happen to you before you have some common sense? For me, happening once is a mistake. The second one will never happen again. The first one is a mistake. The second one is not gonna happen. I will make sure it doesn't happen. And I believe that is the mindset of every Biafran. The first one is a mistake, but second one is not gonna happen. We are going to defend Biafra land. You and I will defend Biafra land. It's a mandate that we signed. I'm not just saying, it's a mandate that we signed to defend Biafra land at all costs. That even if in the process of defending Biafra land we lose our life, we are more than conqueror, we'll be happy. We'll be happy. In the course of this struggle, if we lose our life, we'll be happy. We'll be glad we did. At least we made a mark. And I tell you, we will not lose anybody. We will not. All the key actors today, they will still be around and hand us over to Biafra. You can't. No matter what they plan, they cannot succeed. The gateway to Biafra is open, is very wide open now. As we are marching into Biafra, so many secrets are going to be revealed. So many instructions will be given. Have to key into every single instruction you are going to hear going forward. Any instruction you hear going forward, you have to keep it to heart, because where we are getting to, where we are going, it's not going to be easy. Where we are going, freedom is not given. Our Supreme Master Namikana have reminded us of that. Master Simon spoke about it, and I'm saying it. Freedom is not given. You have to fight for it. That is why you see people, each time they talk about freedom, it's attached to fight. I fought for my freedom. My country fought for their freedom. This country fought for their freedom. Fighting, 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 fighting. It's not playing. You don't play for your freedom. You don't joke into your freedom or play into your freedom. No. You fight for it. You fight for it. And in the process of fighting for it, so many things happen. So I must tell you, wherever you are, prepare yourself for the unknown. Don't be scared. I'm not trying to scare you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You are going to be part of those that will raise the flag of Biafra. As long as you're here watching me, you are going to raise the flag of Biafra. But what you have to do is to play your own role. Share information, disseminate information, and continue to do. Support the ESN the best way you can. That is the right thing to do. Your support to ESN is not in vain. The more you continue to support them, they continue to remain resilient, and what is happening will not continue to happen. Even though we know that what transpired in harmful is military-sponsored terrorism. Military-sponsored terrorism. They first of all came out and chased the ESN. They engaged the ESN. It was always fight with them and ESN. And when they thought that ESN had stepped aside, they came to strike. In the same area where the military were chasing ESN up and down, Fulani men came there, attacked, and left. Nobody was arrested. Nobody. Well, we must wake up from our slumber. We must wake up from our sleep and slumber. Chukwu have given us Biafra in a platter of gold. And we were lucky to find a man that knows the value of time. The time that we are in. So it's time to get into Biafra. As our countdown continue, prepare yourself. As the countdown continue, prepare yourself. We will all get into Biafra. And no man born of a woman can stop it. Let them keep trying. They can't stop it. The battle is strong. Our resolve is to defend Biafra land and make sure that no inch of Biafra land is taken away from us. You must hold on to that resolve very well. You must hold on to that resolve very well. You must hold on to that resolve very well. That is the way we can be able to overcome. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't move me. It doesn't concern me. I'm much more concerned about the legitimate things that are happening. The life of innocent Biafrans that are lost. And how to prevent it. You must have to be security conscious in your own home. Any place you are in Biafra land, be security conscious. If you hear something, say something. Don't be silent about it. Pay attention to your environment. That is the way we can be able to overcome the evil day. The evil days is here already. I tell you, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. I appreciate everybody who has been with me in this channel. Everyone who has been patient with me. I want to make it a very short broadcast. I don't want to waste much of my time because of so many other things I need to handle. So I appreciate you for joining. If you're from Burudu land, from Biafra land, from Middlebelt, may Chukwu come and guide and protect you. Chukwu come and guide and protect our ESN, all the men who are supporting to see that Biafra comes, the Umuada, the auto-collected media, may Chukwu come and guide and protect them. Sunday Igbo, Professor Kintoye, Honorable Azoka, may Chukwu come and guide and protect every one of you. Our spokesman, Master Simon Ever, may Chukwu come and guide and protect him, secure him. Give him strength, give him long life in the land of the living. No weapon formed of fashion against him to program. We commit Mazen Nandekano into the hand of Chukwu Kabiam and we decree that no weapon formed of fashion against him is a prosper. No weapon formed of fashion against him is a prosper. No weapon formed of fashion against him is a program. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. Remember this, they will kill us, we will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you and stay safe.